Snag on the track coming up on DC News Now at noon. Metro is holding safety drills. We have a live report coming up. And later, summer break is over. Frederick County, Maryland Public Schools are open. See how the district is getting students ready for another successful year. And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. We begin with meteorologist Damon Maxon with a check on the forecast. And Damon, we had a beautiful start to our morning. You know, I have to ask you, will it continue?
Well, Mark, you said it yourself. We count streaks here in the Weather Center, and you kept your windows open for a third straight night. That is incredible. And yeah, we're going to keep these good times rolling, it looks like, here today. Still staying comfortable. We are trying to get a little bit of sunshine, though those clouds have been pesky. And speaking of the clouds, could they be followed up by a few showers this afternoon? Where will they develop as well? We'll let you know more coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Well, Metro is getting one step closer to opening up the long-awaited Silver Line extension. But first, a much-needed safety drill on the tracks. Joseph Omo, who covers transportation for us, he's at the brand-new Ashburn station right now. And Joseph, kind of get us up to speed on what's going on out there.
Hey Mark, good afternoon to you. So right behind me, you're seeing a lot of these Metro workers, these first responders who were here all this morning. They are walking back because it appears that this safety drill has finally wrapped up after being delayed for a couple of hours. And we're going to get into that for a second. I'm going to step out of the way so that way our photographer here, John, can show you exactly what's happening behind you. You're going to see all of these firefighters and police cars and a bunch of people on the tracks there. This is all staged. It's all fake. What they are doing essentially is an emergency drill because, as we know, there are 6 stations of this Silver Line extension that have yet to be opened up. So they need to make sure that they know what they're doing. These first responders know what they're doing before these stations open up, hopefully later on this year. Now, it's very important to note, this demonstration was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. It didn't start until well past 10 o'clock in the morning because some of the Metro first responders and the safety officials here were seeing some issues with the tracks, specifically with rust on the tracks. You guys got to remember that all of these stations here, these 6 stations here as part of the Silver Line extension, they've been up for several years. They're not new. Passengers just haven't been able to use them yet as, you know, construction continues and whatnot. But they're not new. Those tracks have been sitting here for years, and since not a lot of trains have been going over them, they have rusted over. So it just shows you how much Metro has to get prepared for this next step as they are set to open up the Silver Line extension. 6 new stations, starting with the Reston Town Center in Virginia and ending here at the Ashburn station. 6 new stations, still no word on exactly when they are going to open back up. But if what happened today is any indication of when they might get opened back up, you know, it just, at this point, it really depends, Mark. They're going to have to run more tests. We're hearing from Metro officials that they're going to run a test at the Dulles train yard later on this month in roughly 2 weeks. So are we going to find out a date today, tomorrow, on when they're going to open up the Silver Line extension? We're not sure yet, but we're going to keep on looking for those answers as they wrap up one of these major tests of the safety and responsiveness of all of the first responders here. Mark?
All right, Joseph, thank you, and stay tuned for a bigger picture of what happened today coming up at 5 tonight on DC News Now. Well, it's a new school year, and thousands of Frederick County, Maryland students went back to school today. But for the kids at Waverly Elementary, it was a first day they will never forget. DC News Now's Christy Matino gives us an exclusive tour of the brand new building.
This is the first day of school in more ways than one. For students here at Waverly Elementary, this is going to be the first day that they get to go inside this beautiful new building, and it's replacing the elementary school that was right across the street. This one can hold over 1,000 students. Exciting day here, and joining me is the principal, Julie Ivins. Thanks so much for being here. Exciting for students, but for staff too. You were just telling me this has been 2 years in the making. So what have you guys done to plan, and what can kids expect today when they walk in?
Well, lots of joy, that's for sure. We're very excited to be opening these doors. We've done a lot to prepare for what we're calling One Waverly. So you can see my shirt and the people that are coming in behind me. Our staff today is really focused on creating an environment where we're welcoming a lot of new people.
We've been coming here. They let us come last Friday. We got a tour. It's really, really nice. It's huge. It was like so dark in there because, I mean, it's an old school, but now this is so bright and vibrant. So many windows. It's like this is breathing life into them, to me.
When I first walked into the school and saw all of the lockers, it felt like I was already in high school.
What do you want the kids to know today as they pull up here?
We just want them to know that we're here, and we're nervous too because it's new for us as well. So every step we take is new in this building, right alongside with them, and we're ready to partner with them for a great school year.
45,000 students are coming back to Frederick County schools. Waverly Elementary, it has about 800 students. Live in Frederick County, Christy Matino, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Christy. And as students are heading back to school across the DMV, for those in the district, it's almost time to renew your kid's free ride card. Now, Shanika Grimshaw has the details.
Yeah, that's right. Mayor Bowser's Kid Ride Free program allows young students in the district to travel to and from schools at no charge. Though last year's cards are expiring at the end of September, in order to participate, students must be between 5 and 21, a resident of D.C., and attend elementary or secondary schools in the district. D.C. Public Schools stresses students always have their cards on them to tap at the fare gates and those boxes. So they will need to pay regular fare if they do not have it. New cards will be available at all schools starting August 22nd, and eligible students can pick up their cards from their ID administrators. I'm Shanika Grimshaw, DC News Now.
All right, thanks, Shanika. A Texas man pleads guilty to a felony charge for his actions during January 6. 38-year-old Jeffrey Shaw attended a rally near the Ellipse, and then he marched onto the Capitol building with others, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Shaw was one of the first people who confronted officers during the breach of the Senate wing door. That is where he engaged in a heated conversation with police officers. After traveling through the crypt, House wing door, and Hall of Columns, he left the Capitol building. He pled guilty for interfering with law enforcement officer during a civil disorder. He faces a maximum of 5 years in prison for civil disorder and potential financial penalties. Metropolitan Police have arrested a suspect for a murder back in January. On Tuesday, the U.S. Marshals Service and Caribbean Regional Fugitive Task Force arrested 24-year-old Rajay Reynolds in Kingston, Jamaica. He shot and killed 27-year-old Tariq Booth of Alexandria, Virginia on January 31st of this year in Georgetown. Reynolds will be extradited, and once he returns to D.C., he will be charged with first-degree murder. Well, brand new video into our newsroom today. Firefighters heading into a burning home in Northeast D.C. overnight. Now, this was the scene along Crittenden Street. Flames tore through parts of the 2 floors of this row home, and firefighters put out the flames, and the good news is that no one was hurt. Investigators are still trying to figure out the cause of the fire. New today, former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani is scheduled to testify in an Atlanta courtroom. The closed-door hearing is part of the investigation into former President Donald Trump and his attempt to overturn the 2020 results in Georgia. Giuliani was the personal attorney for President Trump and a lead attorney on his 2020 campaign. Well, Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney is conceding to her Trump-backed challenger. The state's Republican primary swayed in the direction of newcomer Harriet Hagman. Now, in Cheney's concession speech last night, she told Americans she has no plans of backing down.
We must be very clear-eyed about the threat we face and about what is required to defeat it. I have said since January 6th that I will do whatever it takes to ensure Donald Trump is never again anywhere near the Oval Office, and I mean it.
Hagman pulled ahead by 30 points, and polls predicted that she would win by a decisive margin. Well, Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski is moving on after securing a spot on the ballot in November's general election. Alaska's new ranked choice voting system puts the top 4 primary candidates on the fall ballot. Murkowski and Trump-backed Kelly Shibaka are 2 Republicans to advance. The 2 other slots have not been decided yet. Also in Alaska, the state's former governor and 2008 vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin is pushing forward in her goal to represent Alaska here in the nation's capital. Governor Palin, along with 2 other candidates, are moving on to the general election to fill Alaska's lone seat in the House. Congressman Don Young died earlier this year, leaving his seat open for the first time in nearly 50 years. Well, happening today, keeping guns off the streets. Montgomery County officials are hosting a news conference to announce details of a gun buyback event, and it will be at 1 o'clock at the Rockville Police Department. Rockville Police, the Montgomery County State Attorney, and Montgomery County Public Schools are teaming up to lead the effort. The actual gun buyback event will take place on August 27th. Well, Rockville City Police say that crimes against people have jumped 25% between 2020 and 2021. There were 528 of those crimes last year. However, crimes against property went down by 1%, and crimes against society went down by 26%. Well, today, a neighborhood shaken up after a robbery in broad daylight. A Postal Service employee held at knife point in Chevy Chase. Montgomery County is not the only area mail carriers have been targeted. This follows incidents in D.C. and Prince George's County in recent months. Now people in the area are questioning how safe they can feel on the streets.
Worrisome because I'm constantly on the streets and working out, going on walks, whatever, and it makes me feel like, can I be safe if I'm walking in the streets too?
The U.S. Postal Service says the suspect only took personal items from the victim. They did not believe this attack is related to the other recent incidents. Well, we are back with meteorologist Damon Matson with a check on the forecast. And Damon, I think after our newscast, I'm going to go for a quick walk.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. It always is going to be a good news when you can go out there at noon and take a walk like that. So I think I might join you on that one, Mark. It's certainly another beautiful one out there today. Mother Nature just trying to make our jobs here as meteorologists easy as can be. Yes, we still have had to deal with some pesky cloud cover. That has been pretty much the play here this morning, thanks to some of the cloud cover wrapping around this low pressure center that is still spinning away off of the northeastern shoreline, but it's far enough away that we're not seeing any sort of major developments outside of that cloud cover. So as Mark just mentioned, take a walk outside if you can this afternoon. It's going to be another pristine day. Temperatures will top out in the low 80s. We are still going to see some clouds, and there may also be a few showers. So we'll be timing out when those showers could develop and if there is any additional rainfall in the forecast for later this week.